week. Glad to be back.
Are we all good?
Early impressions of Nick Sheridan. I know it's only been a few days, but what kind of energy is he bringing to practice, and how excited are you to get going?
He's bringing a lot of great energy, you know what I mean? So all the Washington guys, I don't think any of them have stopped smiling yet. So we just love that kind of energy. It's very different, you know. So we had the fun. The fun was in winning last year, and the fun is just coming to work every day now. So we're just enjoying that.
What's been the difference going between a defensive-minded head coach and now an offensive-minded head coach?
There's really no difference because I'm going against the same guys. The scheme is a little different. So, like I said, I'm going against the same guys, so it's the same competitive nature. Schemes might be a little different, but I'm still enjoying it, still getting better every day.
How are you feeling about that offensive line? Some of the guys returning, you guys feeling confident going into this year?
Definitely. So first of all, I want to wish the guys that left the best of luck. You know, though, like I have those relationships for life. Like I'm still best friends with Terrence Ferguson. I talk to Caden Proctor like 3-4 times a week. So guys like that, I'll forever have a relationship with them. Seth as well. So I'm just wishing them the best. But with this offensive line group right now, I'm so eager to pour into those young guys and see how much they grow.
What's Coach Chris Cap been like so far, coming over from Baylor and working with him?
He's very fired up. I'm really excited to continue to work with him. He's big into technique, big into really what's working for us. Like we really work together, and that makes a difference.
Last year it was kind of you and JC trying to help the pieces around you guys work out. Now it's you and Jaden. Just how have you guys kind of taken that role of just making sure whoever's with there with you guys kind of on the same page?
It's the same thing as last year. Everybody's taking a part in that leadership role, and there's no egos in that room. So I got even some of the freshmen coaching me up and be like, hey, look, remember, place your hands here, make sure your feet are here. And I appreciate that because, for one, that shows me that they're learning, and two, they're helping me get better.
What have you noticed from Parker Brailsford so far?
Can you say that one more time?
What have you noticed from Parker Brailsford so far?
Parker's super athletic. He and I compete in the weight room all the time. He's very explosive. So some of his weight room numbers are better than mine. So I just like competing with him in that nature and just seeing him work. Like he's a great bender, and that's something that I need to work at. So he and I talk about how I can get better at that, and I'm just helping him adjust to some of the things here. So I'm very excited to have him a part of this unit.
The Washington offense last year, there was a lot of guys pulling on the offensive line, a lot more screen passes. Looked like that line really had to move and get out in space a lot more than what Coach Reese asked y'all to do last year. Is that looking like it's going to be an adjustment?
Definitely. It's going to be an adjustment as far as doing it in the game, but I'm an athlete. If I drop 50 pounds, I'll be catching passes out from tight end. So I'm just glad I have the opportunity and that the coaches are giving me the opportunity to show my athleticism so the scouts at the next level can see that.
So it's kind of a way to show scouts something a little different?
Oh, for sure, for sure.
What has Parker brought to the offensive line in terms of helping guys understand what's coming?
He's brought a lot of help. So we consider Parker another coach on the field just because he's been through the offense before. He knows what's going on. So even before we started workouts, I had all the guys over, had some food, and we just watched some of the Washington games. And he told us, okay, this is what this play is called. This is what we do on this play. This is the front side. This is the back side. So having him do that for us and having him help us, it really brought us together a lot closer. And it just shows you how much of a selfless guy he is. So I'm excited to continue to build a bond with him.
You said you threw that party or somebody else?
I did.
What you served?
So my girlfriend, Charlotte Kalani, she made rotel, she made cheeseburger sliders, meatballs, and we had chicken fingers for Fusakis. And there was a lot, and you know, house full of offensive linemen, so it was gone within 30 minutes.
How many guys? 15? More than that?
About 15, yep.
Yeah.
How many sliders does it take to feed Wilkin for me? 6'7", 320.
Wilkin, he probably finished off a tray himself. I think we had about 3.
How has he been like, kind of work with the top unit there? Just what have you seen from him on the outside?
Wilkins improved a lot from last year. He's taking it a lot more seriously now. He understands the opportunity that he has, and I'm very proud of him for really taking it serious on and off the field as far as how he's taking care of his body. He's working a lot more mobility, so I'm excited to see how he continues to grow.
And then a guy like James has been around for a few years, kind of behind the scenes, but now maybe has a chance to have a bigger role too.
Yeah, I'm super proud of James because he's a guy that just stayed the course, and now he has an opportunity to win that job this spring. So just being able to be there for him, being able to support him, give him some guidance from a experience standpoint, and he gave me some guidance from a knowledge standpoint because he, like you say, he's been here longer than me, so he knows a little bit more. So just being able to work and bounce ideas back and forth with James is really great.
Coach Cap brought up the word juice to you guys yet?
Oh yeah,
Juice squad.
Yeah, yes. Whenever we get tired, he said, "Come on, guys, you gotta have some juice. You gotta have some juice." So we're gonna be real focused on bringing that juice the second half of spring.
Has he started to talk about like what that means? I know in the past he's probably been shamed some players and giving it out during the week.
He mentioned that, so I'm excited to see the chain, the Alabama version of it.
Yeah, I mean, when you obviously there's music in practice now, there's a lot of changes. Kind of, how do you think you guys are managing, keeping some of the tradition that Saban had and the new stuff that the new staff's bringing?
We're embracing all the changes, and the thing that we all told Coach DeBoer is like, don't come in here and try to be Nick Saban. Be you, because he's been successful at everywhere he's been, and it's just up to us to come together and adapt to his culture and him adapt to our culture as well, so it can become one. So just seeing how Coach DeBoer has brought some of his stuff and kept some of our traditions is great. Such as fourth quarter. Fourth quarter is a staple of this program, and it's a rite of passage to all the older guys. Like, I met Najee Harris at the Super Bowl. He said, "Y'all still doing fourth quarter?" I said, "Man, of course." So just being able to have that in common with former Bama players is huge.
What do you think of the music?
Was that fourth quarter any different this year?
No, it wasn't. Same, still intense. It was great. Guys got after it, and guys definitely got better.
You were one of the leaders of this team last year. Like, are you translating things from the former players to the new coaches, trying to tell them what things were like before?
Definitely, and I feel like that's my job as a leader, especially during a time of transition, being open to the new changes and also bringing up what worked last year and really merging the two together, because we all have to remember that Coach DeBoer and Washington went further than us last year. So obviously they did something that we didn't do. So you have to be open to their changes and keep in mind what got us to where we were as well.
What do you think?
Coach Gillespie's back here.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, it seems like one of the things that's bonded you guys, kind of the Washington people and the Alabama people, is you both maybe fell short of your goals last year, but you kind of were in the same spot there.
For sure. Yeah, that's one thing we have in common. Like, we lost to the same guys. So we're coming together and looking forward to beating those guys this year, beating anybody who we play.
I'm going to ask you a little bit more about that party. Can you spell your girlfriend's name that did all that cooking?
Kalani.
All right. When was it?
It was the week before the Super Bowl.
Okay.
The
All
week
right.
before the Super Bowl. Yeah.
Easy to organize, just a group text or something?
Yep, through group text. Yep.
Yeah, awesome. All right, thanks, man.
No problem.
What do you think about the music in practice?
I like it. So at IMG, we had music at practice. So coming to Bama, I knew it was going to be a lot more serious. But I remember my first practice, I was looking around trying to find the speakers, and I was like, "Oh, that's how this goes here." So it's glad to have some music back. It brings a different type of energy, but guys are still staying focused. Can
you hear the coaching all right?
Last question.
Excuse me?
Can you hear the coaching all right?
Oh yeah, hearing that is never a problem. Coach Cap is very loud. Trust me, we're always going to hear him.
Is it different with the radios and helmets going to Jalen and then you're getting a call from him? Is that changing anything?
I feel like it's more of a seamless transition. I don't think it's too different, because I think Jalen was just getting the signal last year, so now he's just able to retain it. It's pretty easy, and it's pretty loud, so I'm able to hear the play call sometimes.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Pretty good.